The National Executive Committee says it's satisfied that the list of candidates it submitted to the Electoral Commission represents the will of its branches and the diverse groups within society. However, it's also announced today that the entire list of candidates will be submitted to the party's Integrity Commission. The list of candidates has been widely criticised by some parts of society. The ANC's own group of elders has said that people on the list who have claims against them should remove themselves from it. Our reporter Hitekani Magwedze has been going through the statement. He's in our studio for you now. Hitekani, good evening to you. This statement from the NEC, what does it actually say is now going to happen to this candidate list?
Good evening, Stephen. Well, as you rightly said, it's going to be subjected to an integrity commission. The commission is not looking at the criminal records of these people who are there. The ANC NEC specifically says this is for ethics and to protect the ethics of the ANC. So all the names, they've decided not to look for specific names, as Jesse Duarte said, the DSG of the ANC, saying that the media has been pointing out to 3 specific names, and they're not going to play fiddle to the media, and they're going to subject all names that are there to the Integrity Commission.
It's a long list of names. It's 200 people on the national list alone.
It is. It's about 400 entirely national and provincial, but they say they want to do that. Although, I mean, the time between now and the elections is quite thin. There's not enough time, it looks like. And these are one of the questions we posted to Jesse Duarte to say, is there enough time? How influential will the suggestions made by the Integrity Commission be on the final list? And is there a possibility really before the elections that the names be removed? And, well, she said there are instances in the past where they've taken suggestions from the Integrity Commission to make sure people leave and walk out of the list. But whether it'll happen or not, we're quite suspicious. But we'll wait and see.
It's interesting. I can't recall the Integrity Commission getting involved in a list process at any stage. In 2014, Tina Pullo was number 70 on the ANC's list. There was outrage that she then withdrew her name. There's been quite a big reaction to the publication of that original list. Part of that's been driven by a group of people called the ANC Elders.
That's true, and that's why there's the Integrity Commission now. I mean, not only the elders, they've been, for example, the Northwest coming out and saying that the list has been tampered with. Quite a number of bodies or people have been saying that they're not confident in the list, and they want some kind of body to have a look at the list. The NEC says they're confident in it, and they're confident in the process that was gone through for the list to come out, which really throws the question that how effective really are the recommendations that will be made by the Integrity Commission on the back of the cries by the elders.
I mean, in the back of all of this, of course, we're 4.5 weeks away from an election. How's the ANC, the leaders, the people who are at the NEC meeting, and then Jesse Duarte today, the Deputy Secretary General, how are they looking this close to the election, in the middle of an election campaign?
Well, they express confidence. They're quite confident in their campaigns. The door-to-door, we know that they do these quite regularly on weekends. But people out there it's been quite skeptical in terms of the authority that the ANC and the reach that the ANC has, and the results that may come out in this coming elections.
Hitekani Magwedze, thanks very much indeed, our reporter there on that particular story. That statement being issued by the National Executive Committee of the ANC today.